Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Heart to Heart with Hads. Today, I have my most special guest on here, my sister. Woo! Hi. Okay, so
I'm more special than Mom.
Oh, I don't know. Ew! I have avocado in my nails. Ew!
Saving it for later. You
Oh my
sicko.
God! Look. Oh.
Gross.
Stop. I'm really not that gross.
What are you gonna do with it?
Put it right
that
here.
is disgusting.
Look,
It's fine.
okay.
Ew, put it
Okay.
down.
Sorry about that, guys. That little avocado nail. Still do.
Oh.
Anyways, about today's topic. Today we're gonna be talking about, hold on, I wrote it down because yeah, basically we're calling it shooting the shit with the Shaw sisters because we felt like that made the most sense. So yeah. First of all, I just want to say that I'm in Arkansas.
She's been here all week visiting me.
And I haven't been here since...
It's been a couple years, I think. Like 2 years, maybe.
No.
More?
I think it was like Christmas 2021.
Yikes.
2020.
That's a long time.
I don't really know. I can't remember. Because that's how long it's been, so...
Yeah, it's been too long.
But no, I'm going to have to start making it more of a priority to come. So, yeah. What all have we done since we've been here?
You got here Monday? We went to the gym.
Monday night.
Oh, Monday night we cooked dinner. Is that the night we started watching Love Island?
Yeah, we watched Love Island, but we haven't watched any since.
I haven't really watched any since.
So we're going to have to watch some tonight.
We went to the gym Tuesday.
We went and watched Twister.
Or Tuesday. You got here Tuesday, not
I got here
Monday.
Monday night.
Oh, I'm losing my mind.
We got our nails done yesterday.
Got our toenails done. Went and watched Twisters. That was good.
Yeah, Twisters. Today.
Went to the gym. Went to walk Kohler Mountain.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Got coffee.
That was fun.
You did a little bit of work. I did a little bit of reading.
That's pretty much it. Gym. We went to Walmart. Oh, we went shopping.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to expose ourselves.
Yeah.
Lululemon. You have a little pepper in your teeth.
Oh, I do? Where?
It's not that noticeable.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't need our viewers zooming in.
Wait, is this... It's gone. It's gone.
Good.
It's fine.
Thank God.
Oh my gosh, I can't have this avocado on my
It's been
computer.
something else getting this all ready to go.
We should show you our setup, but it's pretty ghetto, so we're not gonna do that.
Didn't know we were gonna need something flat and hard and
to get this little
everything set
thing
up.
working. Anyways, what else? Oh yeah, we went to Lululemon. What did you get there? You got shorts,
a little keychain.
I thought you got shorts.
Yeah, and then we went to Sephora.
Oh yeah,
got some spray and some.
You still have the eyebrow gel on?
A little bit, but not much.
No,
I kind of
sweats off.
We went to the gym and it was really sweaty, and I just kind of went.
Yeah, we just did cardio.
Took it off a little bit.
Because we kind of needed I think you are pretty sore, so you need a break from the...
Yeah, that was good. I'm sore
lifting.
upper body and lower, so tomorrow will be good to do some different stuff.
Yeah, so I'm going to head home tomorrow, sadly.
Yeah, it sucks. It always goes too fast.
I know, but you're going to the lake Friday.
I'll be gone this weekend.
Yeah, okay, let's get into the topic. So we're going to talk about how we were raised and how we were alike and different. So we're just going to take it back. First of all, we're 6 years apart. So you were 6 when I was just born.
Little baby, yep. I remember you were born. I was so excited to hold you. I thought you were just the sweetest little thing.
So talk about what it was like, if you remember, because obviously I don't remember.
Well, I know. 6. That was a long time ago. I honestly remember Nanny Shaw driving us to the hospital the day you were born. And I got to hold you. And then we had just built the new house. When Mom was pregnant with you, she tripped over the there was like bricks sitting outside, and she was like climbing up the stairs and tripped over the bricks and fell on her stomach.
This story.
You were fine, obviously. But yeah, we had just moved into the new house, so you got brought home to a brand new home. But I don't really like, you had your own room. I remember the colors. It was like yellow and blue. You had a white crib. It was like a lemonade type theme.
I remember.
Cottagey. It was so cute. And you were the cutest little baby.
It was cute.
But I remember just carrying you along.
And your
like
room
a sack
was
of potatoes.
right next to mine.
Yeah.
And Mom and Dad's was like, it was like a triangle, like right across.
You, me, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Triangle.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
But I remember just lugging you around, and I remember I used to just pamper you. Mom taught me how to change your diaper and do all that stuff. But I remember when you got to be like, I don't know, like 2 or 3, you would lay on the ground and I would like give you a spa. Like I would dip Q-tips in lotion and I would put them on your face. And I'd put a hot rag on your forehead. Like I was giving you a spa treatment at the age of like
funny.
2.
So
that's
you were
something
probably
I
like
really remember.
8.
And Mom would be like, sis, you're giving her a spa day. I was like, yeah.
That's so
you're like laying
funny.
there in a diaper, just like.
That just reminds me of, I don't know how old I was, but I came over to Becca's house.
Oh God! And we made you look like a clown.
Yeah, they told me they were gonna make me look like a princess, and then they showed me in the mirror, and I was a clown, and I started bawling.
Yeah, we were really mean. I don't know why.
Yeah, you guys were mean.
I don't know why we did that, really, but it was just so fun. And then I remember like back when Walmart used to have these, it was like a little blow up like pedicure on the go, and you could fill it up with hot water.
The black and white.
Yes, it was black and white. You remember it? You were a little older, but I would have you put your feet in there, and I'd pour like some salt in there.
I remember
and
that.
I would say,
okay. It popped one day.
Yeah, it broke.
Someone's long ass toenails.
Probably Dad's.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know. That's something I really remember when you were like
I remember
little,
that too.
little.
I remember we got that at Walmart. We thought that was the coolest.
And it came with like salts and like masks and scrubs and yeah.
We loved to do that. We loved laying on the couch rubbing feet. That was like,
God, I haven't done that in a long time. I try sometimes to get Sam to do it, but
we'd be like, you want to rub feet?
Mm-hmm.
You and Mom did it more because
Mom and I, Grandma and Mom. Yeah.
We'd go get lotion and just.
And then we finally talked Dad into doing it. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. And just like, I remember when you lost like your first tooth, I told you to, it was either the first or the second time you lost a tooth, but we had apples at home and I told you to bite into the apple and your tooth got stuck in the apple.
I don't remember that.
And then we had baby bottles laying around and I was like, oh, just chew on that. And you would chew and chew and chew on it. And then one day it popped out.
Well, remember we were going to try that thing where you tie it to the door.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we didn't do that. We might have tried to do it and just failed.
It didn't work. I think I only got money from the Tooth Fairy one time. And Mom and Dad never did it.
I honestly don't even remember if I got money from the Tooth Fairy. I did a couple of times, but nothing major.
And I used to have do you remember when my room was pink and purple? Whenever you moved downstairs, I moved to the other room.
Yeah, I remember.
And I had the pink and purple room with like that pink and purple dresser.
Yeah.
Mom
painted it. Oh my gosh.
That is another thing. We had the coolest rooms.
Oh yeah, we did.
Themed rooms. Can you remember all the themed rooms you had?
All of them. I remember. I think I started with the ballet slippers on my wall.
Was that when you were upstairs?
And it was like salmon colored with like light pink, and yeah, I was upstairs.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Salmon colored with light pink ballet shoe. This was back when wallpaper was a thing.
Oh, I know. Remember we had the grape wallpaper in the kitchen?
The grapes. Yeah.
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 Ugly as heck.
Same. That was like the same time, but we got rid of the wallpaper. Oh, I don't remember what we did next, but I do remember.
Lime green and zebra was your first.
Ugh.
Downstairs, wasn't it?
Yes, lime green and zebra. I loved lime green camera.
I thought you did something else before that, or was that your first like?
That was the first thing. Mom painted the walls like halfway up lime green and did the zebra border.
And the other half was white. And then we had zebra. You had zebra border.
Yes.
What else?
Zebra bedspread.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
It was soft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I remember my room, I had the pink and purple duct tape Mine was the duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape on the border.
Yes, purple. Mine was half pink, and then I had the purple border, and then I had pink bedspread.
She always just figured out how to use, like...
Do you remember that bed that had the long...
Yes, my canopy bed. It used to have curtains.
Yes.
Yeah, I could close the curtains on this side and that side, and then it would,
I
leave this open.
because I got it after you did when you moved downstairs.
I liked that bed, and it was comfortable. But before even that, reversing, we had the day bed. I had the day bed in my room.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was just the half bed that went up against the wall.
Yeah. But then you moved downstairs. You got the lime green one. You had another one after that. Was it the Roxy?
Yeah. It was a Roxy. Oh, yes. With the turquoise,
it was like turquoise.
Gray.
Then we changed the bottom to turquoise.
Yep. I remember.
And you had the gray one.
Yep.
And then when you moved out to go to college, I went down there.
Did you change it?
I changed it twice.
Twice.
The first time was... I think it was kind of like the Roxy theme a little bit, but it was more like...
boho-y, kind of?
No, that was after. That was when we redid the house. We had so many rooms. Oh, wait, upstairs, I had purple and pink, and then I just went to straight purple. Remember Mom had the chandeliers?
Oh,
it was purple, black, and white.
It was like...
and lavender.
Lavender. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, I definitely remember that.
I remember
the
Mom.
Playroom.
Yeah.
That was the best room.
And our dance room that was spray painted and awesome.
Spray painted Halston and Hadley's dance room
with all the mirrors.
Yeah. We had so much fun in there.
Yeah, we did.
We would make up dance. Born This Way.
Yeah.
You made me up a dance to that song.
Probably did. We practiced your dancing down there. We practiced my dancing down there.
Let's not talk
I put the tap shoes on and tap away to Michael Jackson. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wish we could go back time.
I know. I miss our house.
Downstairs. I know. I remember too, whenever you were in high school, I think you were in high school, you were dating Parker Cameron. Mm-hmm. And, well, anyone you would date, you would go, you guys would go downstairs to the love seat. So we had a downstairs living room.
Chair, love seat, couch.
We weren't really allowed to go in bedrooms with our boyfriends.
No, we weren't. Never.
Ever. No going into the bedroom.
Yeah, and if you did, it was you had to keep the door open. But if your room's downstairs, then you kind of just needed to be. Anytime I had a boy over, she was peeking.
Nosy. Peeking down the stairs.
Just peeping Tom. And then running upstairs. Mom, they're holding hands.
Yeah.
Mom, they might be kissing. And then I would hear, here comes Dad downstairs. What are you kids up to?
He would be so
watching TV. Or we would play. That's when the Wii was really big. So we would play Just Dance. And then the guy that was over would just be sitting watching us dance. Watch us dance with the Wii.
I don't remember that, but that was funny.
Then Parker would probably be like, what are you guys doing?
I think I remember when you dated somebody else when we watched a scary movie upstairs. I don't remember who it was. Logan? Does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
Does that sound familiar?
Maybe, but I don't know. Upstairs?
Logan? Yeah, we watched the scary movie upstairs.
Yeah, we didn't watch a ton of stuff downstairs with boys till way later.
Yeah, no.
It's just kind of, we'd get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, junior and senior year.
Hardly able to
Dad
go on
was
dates.
not alive, so for my junior and senior year.
Any date I went on, it was the boy got to the house, came to the front door, rang the doorbell.
None of that happened with me because
shook hands, talked, and then Dad would be like, "Yeah, you need to be home by 10. Or, you need to be home by 11." Oh yeah,
yeah, he was very strict. We need to talk about how strict both Mom and Dad were.
Yeah, we kind of went on a little tangent about our bedrooms, but that was just a core memory.
I know.
Growing up, our bedrooms.
Oh, we need to talk about this too. How we took showers together, and we still do.
Oh yeah, when we were really little, we got in trouble for this, but we were laying in the bathtub because we thought it was so cool to lay back and just put the water over our ears. There was one time that we laid back, put the water over our ears, and we were like, la, 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 la.
Dad was yelling.
Our dad was in the living room, girls. And then finally, we didn't answer. He gets up, storms into the bathroom, opens the door, and he's like, God damn it, girls. We had to get out. We got our asses spanked
Me.
bare butt.
Oh my god.
Don't you girls ever do that again.
That was so funny. And one time too,
it hurt so bad. My butt cheek was red. So red, raw.
I remember one time I fell asleep in the bathtub by myself.
You did.
Dad was so
You got your ass beat for that.
pissed.
And I was like, you've already told us to not do that.
Yeah, you were. She would always be like, told you so.
I told you.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
There'd be times I would spank your butt.
Oh, remember that one time when I stole money from you?
Yeah, my silver wallet.
The Coach wallet.
Yeah, you stole money from my silver and purple Coach
I did
wallet.
it as a joke, and then she took it too far and got Mom involved. Mm-hmm. And it was a joke, so... But you didn't think it was, and you went ballistic.
Yeah, because at the time, I was trying to save money.
You were like 15.
I know, I needed some money, obviously, for my Abercrombie clothes.
Oh, we need to talk about the trampoline. We had a couple of trampolines, actually.
Mm-hmm. We had one, the square one with the net. We had a round one with a net.
Both flew into the trees when it got windy.
Yep.
And then
Dad had a concrete block that he would sit on the corner of it like that was going to do a whole lot.
I know, I remember. And that also sat on top of the basketball goal when we had it.
Yep. Yeah.
You remember that?
And then we had that pool.
Oh, the pool was so fun. That's when you were in college, but you were at home.
Yeah, I came back a lot. Yeah. That's when I was really homesick.
Yeah, she had the freaking... Wait, that was my I was going into my freshman year of high school when we had that. We had it for 2 summers. The second summer was ratch, and we just poked a hole in it and let it drain down the driveway. It was like a tin metal pool we put into where the trampoline used to go.
We loved it. Dad leveled the ground, got it up.
It was not fucking level.
I know it wasn't.
Not level at all.
With like sand, it was
like bumpy on the bottom.
Yeah,
it
was pretty ratchet, but we wanted a pool.
And then Mom went to Walmart and got all these tea lights, and we had a bunch of lights in there.
Yeah. We would get the goggles out. We would have a grand old time. Dad even liked it. He'd come home from golfing at the golf course and
I know. I remember that.
Have a heyday. The water was cold.
That was before he got sick, I think. The summer
it was before.
Before he started to get sick.
Yeah, it was before.
Yeah, we were going to talk about how strict he was with our curfews and everything.
Yeah, he was strict.
For letting us people
but also,
stay the night.
Me growing up, I wasn't a huge, I wanted to go to people's houses to stay the night, but I always, couldn't do it. So I would call Dad in the middle of the night and be like, hey, I have a stomach ache. Can you come pick me up?
Yeah, and I never did that.
That happened for a while because I don't know what it was. I just
not being
I'm such a homebody, I guess. I don't know, but Mom would never come get me because she was so fed up with it, but Dad would come pick me up.
But they would be strict, so if we were to ask to do something, Mom would be like, okay, you need to ask Dad.
Ask Dad.
I don't care, but ask Dad. And we're like, oh, F, he's going to say no. So then we were always scared to ask. I remember we would, write notes, and then we would, slip it under their door. Or I would, write a note, and he'd be showering, and I'd stick it on the counter. Or I would text him, and he would get mad. Mom would get mad at that, too. If we asked to do something and texted and didn't call.
Just call me.
Yeah, it's so mad.
Yeah, really bad.
But curfew-wise, I think I never got to stay out past 10:30.
Yeah, mine was the same way.
That was sophomore year, so that's understandable.
Yeah, I think mine was 11. It wasn't very late.
But neither of us ever went out and partied.
No, but we didn't really want to. That was the thing.
No.
I think they instilled in us that it's okay to do that, but if you do that, then you're kind of pissing and throwing your life away.
Literally. That's how they
if you do that, then but Mom was strict too. It wasn't just Dad. I think they both were strict about things.
Yeah.
Strict about schoolwork.
Oh yeah.
If we had
shit done.
Yeah, getting it done when it needs to. Not telling her Mom day before something's due that she needs to help us with a project or something.
Yeah.
But Dad would help me with my homework, and golly, I would some nights be in tears doing math homework.
I remember when you would be
on the kitchen table, and he's like, I don't understand why you don't get it. And I'm just like, Pretty sure it was geometry.
Oh,
Hated
geometry is hard.
And I didn't understand any of it. And he just was like an asshole about it. Which, whatever.
No.
It's fine. But he was strict about a lot of things.
I'm trying to think of even what else he was strict about. Driving. Getting our ears pierced. We couldn't get our ears pierced till we were 13 years old.
I just was talking to Sam about that the other night. And because we've been watching Full House, and on Full House, one of the little girls went and got hers done. And the dad finds out about it, and he's ticked.
Yeah.
But yeah, we couldn't have our ears pierced till we were 13. The driving thing.
Oh, he did not like that.
I remember.
We could not take certain ways to get to school.
No.
So there was a road that was like interstate.
Madison.
Yes. Interstate, and then like you'd have to cross the interstate basically to get to like go to town that way. But he would make us turn right every time.
And
so
then
we'd
the
have
roundabout
to cross it.
opened. So before the roundabout, it
was the train.
Yes. So you had
by the middle school.
You had to wait you had to go over the train tracks.
Yeah.
So he either wanted me to turn earlier and go like under that bridge.
Yeah.
Instead of going straight. Well, once they opened what's it called? Roundabout. Once they opened the roundabout, he was like, you can take the roundabout.
Yeah.
It's safer. So we practiced that. And he rode with me to school. And then I'd get to the high school. He'd hop in the driver's seat. I'd hop out and go into school. And we did that for like 3 or 4 weeks. And then finally he was like, okay, you can do it.
Yeah. I had to do that with Mom, but never with Dad, because I think it was when he was sick or something. So I did it with Mom. But
just
Mom is just as bad of a driver as I am.
Oh, yeah. Dad would be like, you sure do like to hug that white line. I'm like, let me just get on the yellow then.
Yeah. I remember when Dad took me to get my learner's permit, and I failed it. And he was like, well, guess you're not ready yet. And I was like,
you have to study some more or what?
So stupid you even have to take that test. Like, just get on the road and drive.
Yeah, it's awkward. You just sit in that room and take the little test. And people are just
I don't think you have to even do that anymore.
That's probably a good thing.
But I don't know how
just
it
have
works.
to actually drive, not take a paper test.
Well, and I failed that too the first time.
You didn't study the little book?
No, the actual driving test. They said,
with the person.
Yes. Then when I arrived back at the place, I parked in the handicap spot.
Oh my gosh, I remember you did that. You got home and Dad told us about it. I was like, are you
And I was like, there was nowhere else to park. So
what?
I asked her, I was like, they were like not telling me what to do. And I'm like,
yeah, that they're like passive aggressive. They sit there and just wait to see what you do.
I'm like, okay, whatever. And I still turn like that.
Glad I don't have to do that again, honestly, because that was not a fun time.
Okay, let's talk about, do we have any family traditions that we did?
We always went to Grandma's for Christmas.
That's the only thing I can think of, too, is going to for Christmas.
But when we were little, too, like, Mom and Dad would drive us to Enid. We would hop in their car, and then they would drive us to Moreland. We'd stay there for, like, weeks at a time.
Yeah. I remember, and then they would come, or Grandma would even come pick us up.
That's, like, my main memory.
That's like the best memory, I think.
Just because it was always the same. We'd always go to Grandma's. We would have Christmas Eve there. We'd come drive back to Dark City Christmas morning. We would do Christmas at our house, and then we would go to the Shaw Christmas.
Yeah. That's why Christmas is not my favorite holiday anymore, because we don't do any of that.
I know, things have changed.
Like, none of it is the same. Like, we don't even go to Grandma's. I can't remember the last time I've been there.
Me either. It's really sad.
And we don't go to, we go to the Shaws, I guess. Yeah, but it's different.
That's the same, but it's different because everyone's moved. Everyone's in a new house. It's just different.
Yeah, but maybe when we have our own families, we'll be able to make our
new
own
traditions. Yeah, I agree.
But what about just at home? Did we have any traditions?
That's so hard to think of. That's really bad.
Not really, because I feel like we were always on the go.
Yeah, we were
cheer.
So busy. So busy.
Dad had tennis. Mom had cheer, and
I did every sport under the sun. Dance and volleyball and cheer. I remember I'd go from ballet to cheer in my pink tights.
I remember that
First,
too.
even before that, I'd have volleyball practice. But yeah, things were busy. We would still, even though we were all busy, Mom still would cook us dinners, and some nights I would eat later than you guys just because I got home from dance at 9 or 8:30.
Yeah, we would do green door on Friday nights, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we would have steak. Sunday morning, Dad would get us McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, we would always get like
tradition.
bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits, and then we would share.
No, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or McGriddle, and then
that's when the McGriddles came out because it used to just be
the biscuit.
And
then we would we would share the pancakes. And
yeah.
then when I got older,
1.5. Here's your whole.
And then when I got older, I was like, I need my own pancakes.
Oh my god, we would spend so much money at McDonald's. Dad would be Sunday. Like, gosh.
It was there, or we went to Bricks. Sometimes Dad would go, or he would go
golfing. This tradition, going with Dad to Casey's or Ike's before getting dropped off at school.
We would go to either. He would drop me off at school every day for middle school. He dropped me off.
Yeah. I think by then I was driving, obviously.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, yeah.
My God.
We would stop at Casey's
both
and get
him
breakfast
and
pizza.
I.
Brahms too.
We never... Sometimes we did. Mostly we were donuts every day, my dad and I. Like,
that's why we got big old booties.
Literally, I would get a maple long john or a twist in donut holes.
Yeah.
He would get a maple long john every
ham
time.
and cheese for me and donut holes.
I should have got ham and cheese.
Yeah.
But I would just get down like sweet ass donuts. But
the glaze with the icing on the top.
We would never get like, I don't know, did you pack your lunch ever and take it to school or no?
I think I went through a phase when I got older.
Yeah.
Every now and then, but I mostly ate just cash line.
School food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mom never made
things that
lunch.
were bad. I would be like scrounging around looking for money and quarters to take with me to school.
So I remember when
I could eat Bosco sticks or nachos.
Oh my God, I would do the same thing.
I didn't like, some days the school lunch was good, but cash line was good. Or you could like taco bar. Yeah, I never really liked to pack my lunch.
Remember that. I didn't really either, and Mom did not make us lunch. We were kind of scroungers. We really were.
Yeah. Didn't have a whole lot of food in the house, but we like didn't eat junk growing up. No pop.
Kinda. Dad didn't really eat that well. He ate
terrible Pop-Tarts, pizza rolls,
mac and cheese out of the box.
Yeah, ravioli, Chef Boyardee.
So it wasn't the best. Sometimes Mom cooked whenever she could, but
I have like great memories of meals that she like
me
made
too.
Us.
But I was really picky, so I didn't like a lot of shit she made.
You were so picky. Me, not so much.
I could eat anything. Mm-hmm. I think it just grew up. So
taste buds change.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, we kind of talked about our childhood, so we're going to talk a little bit of like our similarities and differences. So how do we think that we're similar? Definitely our work ethic.
I was going to say we're both go-getters.
We're very driven, disciplined. That's a big one.
Planners,
motivated. Mm-hmm. She was writing in her planner like all day today. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you writing so much in your planner?
This is what I do. I get a new planner for the school year. I pull up my phone because I also use the planner on my phone.
Like your calendar app?
Yes, the calendar app. And I use the paper. Yeah, so I use both. I can't just have one or the other.
Yeah, but she's writing down everything in this. Like,
yeah, I'm bad.
Everything.
Sticky notes with like to-do lists, crossing stuff off. That's just like, that's me.
I do that
you're
too.
Turning into that. Yeah, you've turned into
like that.
You used to not be like that though.
No, I used to be very much like
a slob, kind of.
A slob. Like very junky too.
Mom would be like, I don't know where I went wrong. Your sister, she's a slob compared to you.
And she would call me junky.
Junky.
Do you remember?
Junky junker.
Yes. She would call me a junky junker because I guess I was junky. I don't know what she meant.
She'd come into your room and you would have like piles, like random stuff everywhere. And
my drawers like, too.
Get in there and clean up your sister's room. Like
my drawers too would be so like
to where you couldn't even like shove them in.
Yeah,
that was you.
Because I love to just hoard like anything.
And then we would clean out your room. I'm like, you want this? And
I'm like, yeah, I might need that.
And I'm like, no, it's going in the trash.
I think I'm still kind of like that. I'm just like, have that feeling of like I can't get rid of stuff
underneath your bathroom sink. That was bad too. Upstairs,
it's still bad.
Still bad.
I cleaned it out the other day, but
I would say
it just piles up.
Your organization's gotten better.
It's better, but I guess I've always been a little.
Your cleanliness has gotten better.
Oh, I used to not be.
How else are we
either?
Different? Our personalities are kind of different.
Our personalities are different. Well, I feel like we have more similarities than differences.
Yeah, it used to not be like that.
You're definitely more nicer.
More nicer.
More nice. You have more of like a helping hand. You know what I'm saying?
Type of vibe.
Yeah. Like you could.
So how would you describe yourself then?
I do too, but in a different way.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like we're both the same as we like to like educate and coach people. Like you're a teacher, I do coaching, so that's big. We both have that drive to want people to be better.
Yeah, I think that's why I do what I do, teaching and coaching. I can't get away from it. I could never have another job.
Okay, you're more soft-hearted.
Yes, I take everything to heart. I am like a crier. Surprised I haven't cried yet on this episode.
I thought you were gonna.
I know. I thought maybe earlier I was gonna, but I reined it in. Okay.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, I take everything to heart. Like even just growing up, things would like someone would say something and I would take it personal and be upset. Even with mom or dad, they would say something and I would instantly be like crushed.
Well, we both do that too. I think in that sense, mom and dad would say something and we'd be like, or they would get on to us and we'd immediately be like, oh shit, like cry.
I'd go to my room and I'd cry. And I would cry myself to sleep or something.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
You would do that. I don't think I ever did that much. Maybe
even
a
at
couple
school,
times.
like if a teacher got on to me or something, which rarely ever happened, but if it did happen, I would
do that too.
Take it personal.
But now I feel like you still take things more personal than I do, and I feel like I'm a little bit more not like that. Careless.
I don't give a
F attitude sometimes, which is
I'm trying to get there, but it is.
I feel like you're getting better.
Hard. I'm saying no more, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm learning to say no. I'm setting boundaries, working on the self-care thing. I'm doing better. So that's a step in the right direction.
But yeah. Angie likes to talk a lot more than me. She'll just be talking and talking and talking.
I don't know. I think I got that from mom.
Yeah, you're more social. I think.
There are times where I don't want to be social, you know? Where I'm an extrovert, but there are times where I'm I'm exhausted maybe and I don't feel like I need to exuberate myself.
But we'll just be driving or something and she'll just have something to talk about the whole time and I'm like, how are you? I
just hate silence.
She does. And I'll just be sitting there.
Because I think it's awkward.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's awkward, but honestly sometimes I'd rather just sit there in silence.
But most of the time I feel like you like to just chat, which is fine.
I do. That's just me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I like being in silence though when I need it.
Yeah, you're definitely more outgoing than me, in a sense. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. But like today when we were at Sephora, I did not want to ask that lady for help. I do not like asking people for help. Yeah. And you were like, "Go ask the girl to match you," and I'm just like.
So I asked her for you,
and then I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." And then I was like, can you please help? But I'm not the person to just do that.
Yeah, which I do. Because I don't know if it's I just want it right now. Or...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like that. I don't know.
As far as our relationships go, I feel like we act the same way towards our significant others. Very bossy.
I don't mean to be bossy.
We're bossy. We're both bossy, I think.
Really? Yeah, sometimes I tend to be like that, but I try not to be.
We both just... Do you like to be in control? Are you a control freak? So do I.
But you know what? I've really had to learn the past couple of years when I've done co-teaching, when I've had someone in my classroom.
Yeah.
I've had to learn how to not just take the reins and do everything myself, because then what's the point of co-teaching if there's someone else in my room? I need to value their opinions and let them teach too. So I've had to learn to give the reins to someone else and kind of just step back a little bit.
I'm not really good at
it's hard.
I'm very controlling.
Because I'm these are my students. I want this. I want this. I have everything in my classroom a certain way. So just being able to vibe with someone that comes in to work with you, that's hard.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty similar. If I have something set in stone, I want it to go that way. And if it doesn't go how I want to go, plans or anything like that, I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Because
when plans change or
you
have to move. Yeah,
for sure.
I'm the same way.
I think we're the same in that aspect.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you got more of mom's qualities or dad's? Because mom is very outgoing, go-getter. But at the same time, she has a side of her where she's not. where she
I
just
know.
chill. Like, it depends on her environment.
I don't know. I feel like we both got so many of like both of their
But I think you're more like her in that
qualities.
sense of like, you know when to turn it on and know when to turn it off. And I
Yes.
pretty much just standoffish
You do.
all the time.
You do.
You know?
But you did pretty good at the airport a couple weeks ago. You were talking more than me to those people. I don't know what got under your butt.
I don't know it either.
I was like sitting there, then you were kind of doing all the talking, and I'm like, why is she will not shut up?
Whoa, I think it was that coffee.
We did this and this and this and this, and I'm like, can we just get home?
Well, it's because they were they were going to Wichita.
Oh, and you're like, you guys could do this. You guys could go do this. There's not really anything to do in Wichita, but
yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but Dad was
say
definitely more like shy and didn't really have a lot to say. But
sometimes that's me though. Like when I turn red and I like don't.
Do you feel like you bottle up your emotions? I do that too a little bit. I'm one of those people that I just can't like
I do
think on the fly or like say something on the fly. Sometimes I can, but a lot of times I have to really, if someone's asking me deep questions, I have to really think about them and interpret them. I can't just like spew something
I would say I'm good during the day, like in my classroom making quick decisions.
Yeah.
That's like stuff I do all day long.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a meeting with like coworkers, principals, and we're like reflecting on our teaching and like making up interventions and stuff, I have to sit there and I have to like really process what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always such a like slow thinker. Like it takes me time to like comprehend and then decide what I want to say back. I think
that's how my spouse and I are a little different. It takes me a while. He's like, what don't you understand or what don't you get? And I'm like, yeah, let me just think on this for a minute because before you ask me questions.
Yeah. And then as far as just like the outgoingness, I feel like I'm a little bit outgoing.
You are.
To an extent.
You would not be able to do what you do if you weren't outgoing.
No, true.
A little bit, you know?
Yeah.
In this.
Right. But I think that when I'm in like a public setting and it's like
you don't know people.
I don't know people, but just say like we go to a wedding. Like you're way more talkative to people than I am. Like I'm just like observing the room, like trying to figure
it all in.
Taking it all in, but you're a go-getter. Like you're talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
which neither is bad. It's just like that's how, and I feel like that's more of mom's side with you being that way. Yes. And then I'm more of dad of just like, just sit back and
I'm just here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Especially in an environment like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, this is a good one. You're always on time.
Always.
Or early.
I am my father's daughter.
And I'm really like mom in that sense.
You're either on time or a couple minutes late.
I'm usually late. So.
Word of the day, late.
So I have gotten better, actually.
Good.
I think I have gotten better.
I am so bad. Like school doesn't even start till 7. Like I don't have to be there till 7:15. I get there at 6:45. I'm just like 6:50.
I just don't have very great time management. I think I can get things done a lot faster than I do.
Does it not stress you out when you aren't on time? Like it really eats me alive when I'm not on time or early.
It really doesn't because
that's why we're different right there.
I know. I just don't care that I'm late. I'm sorry. I don't care that I'm late. I'm either literally right on time or like a couple minutes late.
Honestly, there are those people who are like that and like you. So,
but
you might get better the older you get.
I am getting better, I think. But it's been the last year has been kind of bad with that, I think.
No, everyone's different in that aspect.
Like, I would be showing up to work at like 8:59 every day and work starts at 9.
At least you're there a minute before it starts, not 5 minutes after.
Supposed to be there at 8:45, I think. But I get there at 8:59. But it doesn't matter because I'm my own boss now.
You are. So now you can run the show. Run the show.
And I feel like I'm more productive when it's just like doing everything on my time. Like earlier when I was working for like 2.5 hours straight.
I am like so bad during the day. I'm like planning my day. Like, what are we going to do next?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're more of a planner. I'm more of just like a go with the flow.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm someone that has to know. Like, that's why this morning I was like, what are we doing today?
Yeah, you're like hour by hour.
Do you want to eat breakfast and then go walk? And then, like,
Yeah.
I'm just, like, trying to plan things in my head. That's what I do. But when I do it, I normally do it for a week long. I get in a spiral.
Yeah. And that's why
I'm, like, kind of futuristic. I need to not be.
I am too,
like
but
that.
not that bad. I feel like I go through phases depending on where I'm at in life, on if I'm like that or not.
Yeah. I need to be more go with the flow. Honestly, today when I was doing my journaling, I actually wrote that down.
What?
Working on being like more go with the flow instead of having to plan every little single thing. Because sometimes it's stressful.
I feel like when you have like a job, like a job that's like this time to this time, you go to the gym, like you do another job. Like,
yes.
It's important to have that structure, but then you're so structured, it's like, okay, wait, how do I actually just like chill out?
That's why it's stressful.
That's why you're
life
like
is stressful.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why most people are like that.
Like, and I thrive on a routine and I thrive on structure, but yeah, I think it eats at me.
It
really.
definitely does.
You know it does. You know it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Have we learned any lessons from each other over the years?
That's a hard.
I know. Oh, I thought of something earlier when we were talking.
You should have wrote it down.
And then I forgot because we were fucking with all this. Trying to rig this together and make it freaking sound good.
Yeah, we were trying to not do it in the kitchen. I just wanted it to be more personable in a smaller space. But I don't know. I would say that you have like really changed because when you were little, you were very like, I don't want to say closed off, but more like to yourself. And now I feel like you've just like
reserved.
More reserved maybe.
I feel like I'm still like that.
No, not as much. Like, I never thought you would be like doing all this.
Doing something like this.
Yeah. So you've come out of your shell.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like what that's taught me. I feel like
I don't know either. I don't know how much you've changed either. Because it's very different because I was little when you were older. And now, like you had the first 6 years of your life to yourself with mom and dad. And I had age, whenever you left, like when you were 18. So I would have been like 12. Age 12 to...
So like middle school.
Like middle school to high school. So we were in like very different
stages of
life where we had like our own, where we were only kids basically. So I think that definitely plays a role in it too.
But yeah, I like never thought you would go to like a big school and but you did, and then you came home and then got all this stuff figured out because you didn't know what your purpose was going to be, or your why, but now you've found your why and you've blossomed and bloomed. And
I would say another way we're alike is we're both independent. Like, we don't like relying on anybody else.
Honestly, I could live by myself and be fine. Yeah. I hate saying that, but...
And I think that's mom too, because our mom's very independent. Like, both mom and dad are very independent. Yeah. Like, they both had things that they did.
I would say, and I am so glad I married someone like that. Yes. And we knew that when we first started dating, like, oh, we're both very like independent people. We don't have to be breathing down each other's necks or like doing things together all the time. Like, we both love having our time by ourselves. Yeah. We just are we're independent.
That's super important too. As far as lessons that we've learned, that's hard. Learn from each other over the years.
I would say now, learning from you, I'm trying to be more focused, obviously, on my health because you're helping me out. But taking things day by day and like not stressing about things as much. Yeah. Like,
I guess like the main takeaway I could take from you is that I think you see the good in everybody and you give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like, you're just like, no matter what, you're going to be nice. And like me,
making me tear up.
I'm like, fuck you, like, don't talk to me ever again. And you're like,
I always give people second chances, or I'm like, silver lining. I am like such a silver lining person. Like, even though this is good, like, the good always outweighed the bad to me.
Which is, yeah.
Always.
I feel like you got that from mom, and dad was more of always like not fearful, but like very cautious of everything. I feel like I'm kind of like that. That's not really what we're talking about, because I'm talking about how you're just more of like a person that's got dad's toes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, after we got our pedicures yesterday.
Oh my god, during our pedicures. If I don't go to the same girl.
Well, I mean, sometimes they don't know. They
get
can't
under
tell.
my skin, and I'm like, I kept saying, and she was like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, you can't cut them that short because I have like, it's sensitive.
You got, because I would try and cut dad's toenails and I never could because the skin was like so close to the nail.
That's how mine is.
Mine's not like that, so I must have got mom's toenails. Thank God.
Oh my
Got dad's red face and mom's toenails.
I got dad's greasy hair.
Well, I got that too, but your hair's washed. Mine hasn't been washed since Sunday. It's going to get washed tomorrow.
I think I washed mine.
Remember he'd say, go wash your mop. So that's what I say nowadays. I'm like, I better go wash my mop.
I washed mine Saturday. So it's been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. That's good.
Not bad.
It's just, I feel like during the summer you kind of have to wash it more.
You do when you sweat.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Anyways, are those the lessons that we think we could talk about this, how our relationship has evolved.
Wow.
I think going back to like
we've always been
close.
Really close.
But whenever I was little and you were older, I don't think we were as close. Like when you were in high school and I was only in like elementary school.
That was just hard. But we like still did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, we always were really.
Always together.
You would take me to the movies and stuff. Get snow cones.
Yep. Swimming.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess you were. I would go with you to your friend's house. Like I went with you to Lauren's to swim.
Yeah.
Hannah Niles.
Yeah.
Who else? Any of your friends.
Yeah.
They didn't really care usually.
Miranda's maybe.
No, never went there. But I would cry.
Abby's. You would go
that's a Abby's. I would cry when you would leave. Like she would leave to go hang out with her friends.
And you'd be upset.
And I'd be so sad.
Because you couldn't go?
I don't know. It's because you were leaving, or if I couldn't go. Like, I don't know what it was.
How did you feel when I left for college?
I remember that. Yeah, that sucked for sure. Because I didn't know what to do.
I was even upset too. Well, honestly, I was excited, but I was really homesick my first year, and then I was fine. But I remember being excited to come home and see you and mom and dad, and yeah.
I feel like you came home quite a bit, honestly.
I did. I liked coming home.
It was sad.
It's just so hard figuring out life when you first get to college and you're like trying to stay afloat.
It was sad when you would go over to your friends and stuff. And I think when I really opened my eyes was whenever you did go to college, and I was like, dang, like I really am like just the only kid now. And so then it was different then, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't feel as bad because you were just always away.
Yeah.
But we loved coming to visit at K-State. I loved coming to Manhattan.
I remember driving you to work. I remember helping you drive. Always sitting in the back seat. That was another thing.
Oh my gosh, we always did that.
Yeah. Mom and dad would drive us places and we would both sit in the back seat.
Like, and then we would never sit in the front.
No, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we needed to be close to each other or if we just did it for safety reasons.
Probably safety. I think Dad never really let us sit in the front. He was like, you're not sitting up here till the passenger airbag
Well, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't someone who was so gung-ho about wanting to drive. Like, I could have cared less.
Yeah. You were. I really wanted to drive.
You wanted some independence. Yeah. I just was like, I'm fine with sitting.
You're fine with having Dad and Mom take you everywhere.
Yeah, I just was like, whatever. But then once I could drive, you started tagging along. And then I was dropping you off at school. And then
you did drop me off at school.
I would drop you off at lifeguarding.
You would make me breakfast.
I'd make you breakfast, dinner.
Yeah.
That was back when you couldn't cook worth a lick.
Well, I was picky and yeah.
But now she can cook a lot of things.
Yeah.
Some healthy foods, yummy foods.
Sometimes.
I think you are a better cook now than you used to be.
Yeah. Anyways, how long have we been talking now? Okay, 49 minutes.
Look at us go.
I think we rambled a lot, but I think it was a good episode overall, so I'm pleased with how it went.
Me too. It was fun. It was fun setting up. I wish you guys could have saw this whole setup beforehand because we tried to hook this microphone to the bedpost and it wouldn't stick, and then it fell over, and then we didn't know where to put the camera, and we just didn't know like, it was kind of a shit show.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got it because we've been wanting to record this episode since, like, June when you came home.
Yeah. So now it's Mom's turn to get on here
I know.
and shoot the shit.
She asked me the other day when we were out by the pool, she had 2 of those seltzers.
Oh, she'd been drinking?
She was like, I don't know what she was asking me, but I wasn't listening. She was annoying me, to be honest. I don't know. She was like, so when am I going to get to come on the podcast? I'm like, Mom, every time I've told you flaked on me on when I wanted to do it.
I know, she's so busy.
She's like, well, it's not my fault I have 3 jobs. I'm like, who else's fault is it? She's like, well, then I couldn't have this nice house. You know how she is. So, Mom, yeah, Mom, if you're listening.
We love you so much. I really hope you do listen to this episode because you're probably going to laugh a lot.
She will laugh a lot, probably.
Because we just love you and Dad so much. We have so many good stories. Honestly, and we're going to get done with this podcast and we're going to be probably flooded with a bunch of other memories we could have talked about. Yeah, thinking of a bunch
of stuff. Gambino's Pizza.
Oh, did that just come to mind?
Yes, when Dad would take us to Gambino's.
Do you remember you could get like a slice? It was like a slice of pizza that was a plate.
Yes, the plate was a pizza. Yeah, I remember that.
They had the best dessert pizza. I wish we had one here, but there's one next to that Harps. Did you see it on the way here when you stopped to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I was like, man.
In Webb City?
Yeah.
That's the closest one.
Gambino's and Casey's Pizza, too. We'd get Casey's Pizza a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hamburger. I would peel off all the toppings and just eat the dough.
I think I would eat your toppings. And I still would. If you were to pick it off, I would still eat your toppings.
That's freaking funny. Okay, I think we're
gonna go watch Love Island.
We're getting delirious, but yeah, we're gonna go watch Love Island, and I'm sad because I'm leaving tomorrow. But
I'm sad too. School's about to start, and I don't know when I'm gonna see her again.
I thought you were coming home like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I am. Scratch that.
Yeah. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a really fun one. I love when I have guests on because it's just not me.
Yeah, honestly, low-key, I was nervous before this. Hadley was like, why are you laughing so much? And
She was laughing. We were about to pee our pants.
Yeah, we were about to pee our pants. We had to go run to the bathroom, and it went fine.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was good. So,
no tears were shed from me, so.
Almost. I saw a couple.
A couple coming?
Yeah.
You were looking into my eyes.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a review, however it works. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Guys.